Hello everyone, my name is Jamie McQuaid from Magnet Forensics, and today we've got a couple of videos to help you get started with Magnet AXIOM. This is our second video, and this time we're going to go through doing mobile acquisition and processing with Magnet AXIOM. So I've got Axiom Process up and running here. You can see the first page is the case details. I've set the folder name to mobile. You can pick whatever you want. I've got our drive split. My case is on one drive, and then my evidence files on another. It's up to you how you want to set it. So I'll leave that on there, and I'll leave everything else the default settings. We'll move over to evidence sources. And like I said, in the last video, we loaded in a bunch of computer evidence. This video, we're going to focus more on the mobile, and the next video, we'll talk about cloud. So we'll load in some mobile data here and take a look at how that works. So we'll choose mobile. You've got lots of options here: Android, iOS, Windows Phone, Kindle Fire, MTP devices, so like cameras and stuff like that. You can load any of those in. This video, we're going to focus on Android. So I've got a Motorola Nexus 6 connected to my computer here. So if I choose Android, we can choose to load evidence. So maybe something I've already acquired, or acquire evidence if it's just a phone connected directly like we have here. So I'm going to choose acquire evidence. From here, we can choose an acquisition method. Now, this depends on how you got the device. If you have the phone unlocked and you can enable USB debugging, you would go this route. If you don't have the passcode or you need to do a full physical, more advanced method, you can go this route. So for the first one, we're going to do assume that we have the passcode from the user and it's all unlocked, ready to go. So I'll choose ADB Unlocked. We can see the Android device is connected to my computer here. It's detected, but I need to trust it to the computer. So if I go onto the phone, you guys won't be able to see this, but if I turn on the phone here, it'll ask me allow this USB debugging, the RSA security footprint. So I'll just say always allow and hit OK. The device should pop up here in just a second. There it is. We can see, like I said, it's a Motorola Nexus 6. It's running Android 711. There's the serial number, and privileged access says no. Basically, that means that we do not have root access on this device, which is pretty standard. So we'll check that box off and hit next. And now we get the acquisition options. So you can choose either a quick or a full. Now the full will come up if you have privileged access to it, or it's a device that we may be able to do a software root for. This is running Android 7.1, and I know we don't have any software roots for. Typically, you'll be able to do a full acquisition on Android 4, maybe some Android 5 devices, but not the newer ones. If you need to get access to some of the newer ones, we'd have to go the more advanced bypass methods that I spoke about earlier. For this, we're going to choose quick acquisition, and we'll hit go. And now it gets queued up here, ready to go. It's going to be ready to be imaged. So we can keep adding evidence here. So if I want to say go mobile, I can choose say Android again, and maybe I had an image from somewhere else. I can hit load evidence and load an image here, and I can browse to other images I might have access to. Here's another image that I have. This is a Samsung Galaxy S3 that I previously acquired. It's just a raw physical image of that. I can hit open. It gets loaded in here, ready to go as well. And you can keep adding other mobile sources. We could also try the more advanced methods. So let me remove this Nexus 6 and plug in a different device here. So just uncheck that. And let's try a different method here. So let's go down mobile. We'll choose Android again, and we'll choose acquire again. But instead of having an unlocked device, let's choose the more advanced lock bypass methods. We've got a few other options here for LG devices, Samsung devices, and a few others. I've got an LG phone in front of me, so let me choose LG, and we can do the LG download mode full image bypass here. So what this will do is if you don't have the passcode, it'll bypass the passcode and give you physical access to the LG device. So I'll click it here, and it kind of gives you a walkthrough for this. The first thing you want to do is make sure you have the appropriate driver. I've already got the LG drivers installed on this system, but if you don't, click here. It'll take you to the LG website and download the proper drivers. After that, you just follow through the steps, and it should get you started with the LG device. So I'll hit start. Make sure the device is unplugged. Good. I'll hit next. Make sure the device is off. That's good. I've got it off. Now put the device in download mode. For LG devices, you follow the instructions. You press and hold the volume up buttons, but while holding the volume up, you can insert the USB cable while holding the up button. So I'll hold up, and I will insert this USB cable. Just a sec. We'll just give it a second here, and it's entering download mode. And it's in firmware update download mode here. Perfect. So I'll hit next. It's going to check the drivers for me. Like I said, if you get an error here, I would try reinstalling any LG drivers that you might have there. Sometimes drivers can cause an issue. And it's all complete. So once everything's complete there, we go down here and hit next. And now we can see there's the LG device. We can see there's the model number. It's H901. It's connected to COM port 2. If it's on a higher COM port, I believe higher than 9, 10, or 11, I can't remember what it said on the last screen there, you will need to change the COM port in your device manager. So if you go into device manager, you can change the COM port in here. Ours came up in COM 2, so that's no problem. I don't have to do any changes here. You've got the IMEI for it. And privileged access says yes. You remember on the last device, privileged access was no. It means we don't have root access. Well, now we have root access to this device. So I can hit next, and it's going to give me that full search options or full acquisition options. Hit next here, and there's that LG device in there ready to go. So that's how you can do a few different ones. We have a number of different acquisition methods for Samsung devices and a number of other different models. But depending on the type of device you have, the different options are available for you. That's everything I wanted to show for the mobile acquisition and analysis. Stay tuned for the next video that we're going to talk about cloud. Thanks for watching.